Now I'll be going through the 12 essential components of a business website. The first is analytics integration and conversion trackers. The second will be proper planning of website maintenance, notable domain name, scalable and secure website hosting, a well-organized navigation bar, business appropriate design, accessible contact details, a friendly about us page, on-site blogging, social proof, basic search engine optimization, as well as a SSL certificate. For the important ones, I'll be going through the SSL certificate. SSL builds trust, and it resolves the not secure warnings and improves search rankings. It's also essential for e-commerce or login features to keep users' data encrypted and safe. The other one that I would like to touch on will be the on-site blogging. On-site blogging demonstrates the expertise, boosts SEO, and engage customers with valuable content, as well as structure the blog clearly, categories, feature images, share buttons, and consistent visual styles. And also, the last one which I would like to talk about is the accessible contact details, which will provide full contact information about the business owner's information and includes a dedicated contact page and place key information like the phone number so that the users that visit the website will be able to ask more about the business clearly. Thank you.
Let's move on to small businesses website checklist in 2025. 15 must-have before you launch your website. First reason is clear branding and identity. So clear brand message and value propositions. You need consistent in your color palettes and typography with, of course, professional logo. Second reason is mobile responsive design. Your website must adapt to all screens, for example, mobile, tablet, desktop, or other device. You need fast and clean layout, optimized for touch interactions. Third is fast loading speed. Optimize code and script, compress image, and user in 2025 expect less than 3-second loading time. You can use CDN, content delivery, for the fastest speed. Fourth, strong homepage structures. You need visual hierarchy with guideline attentions, call to action buttons above all the fold, and clear headline explaining what you really offer. Trust element like testimonial, badges, or what. Fifth is SEO basics, which is search engine optimizations. Meta descriptions, alt text for every image, proper URL structures, keyword optimized title and heading, and also internal LinkedIn. Six is high quality content. You can use clear product and service descriptions, blog for SEO, and easy to read formatting for short paragraph or bullet points. Seventh, user-friendly navigations with simple menu structures, search bar, vertical page hierarchy, and breadcrumbs. It's optional but really helpful. 8 is about the page. So you need brand story, mission and values, team introductions, and also build credibilities with trust. Move on to number 9, contact page. In contact page, you need to have email, phone, locations, contact form, and social media links, but it's optional if you have Google Map embed. 10 is call to action, CTA. You can place CTA on homepage, service page, or blocked. So you need clear actions like button for buy nows, book consultations, or get a quote. For the 11, social proof. In social proof, need case study, testimonial, client logos, or certifications and awards to qualify it. In 12 is security essentials. So you need to secure your payment gateway if you use e-commerce website, regular backups, and SSL certificate. SSL is a secure socket layer. For example, HTTPS is hypertext transfer protocol secure. And and also anti-spam tools for the form. 13 is legal page. Legal page require privacy policy and refund return policy if you e-commerce, optimize codes and script, and also term and conditions. On 13 is analytics and tracking. In Google Analytics or privacy-friendly alternatives, you need conversation tracking setups, and some use Facebook Pixel or TikTok Pixel. It's for advertising. Last but not least, in 15 is accessibility with a large visible font, keyboard for navigations, color contrast standard, and ADA guidelines. ADA is American with Disability Act, or maybe like WCAG, Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, and also alt text for every image for the easy way.
So, next part is about quick homepage and the basic tips that going to make the good homepage. Basically, homepage is like the first page that you click into the website and it will show up like the first page. Homepage is like the business digital storefront and like it make a strong impression to the visitor. It should have a clear communication of the brand, the product, or even the services. Also, it must create the values and offering within a second. And the basic like element of homepage in the small business website, you need to have tagline and introduction that talking about who you are, what are you doing, and why it matter to the society, visitor, or even the stakeholder. Next one is the navigation. Navigation is like the element within the homepage that almost every homepage need to have. For example, like about, which is talking about the background of the brand and the product, the service, the book and courses, pricing, blog, and contact. For the common mistake of placing the navigation in the homepage, sometimes they linking to the unimportant page. Sometimes they placing the navigation tool or navigation menu in unexpected places. Also, they may using too many navigation label or like provide unnecessary drop-down menus, which is not met with your purpose of your website. And some tips from the reading material, they say that you need to avoid vacuum labels, drop-down menus, or even the unnecessary links. And in order to making the good elements for the homepage, you need to have some core components, which is like the photo, the biography, or the background of your brand, your product, call to action, logo, search box, which is help the customer to let's say find some product or find some services. Footer is like the key link, the navigation, privacy policy, terms and condition of your website. It helps the visitor to like find what they want more easier. Social proof, this one is like the guarantee or the reviews of product and make the consumer like more trust on your website. And if you want to add some core component, you can add some like feature of the products, freebies, books, courses, or even a blog post or like landing page into the another distribution channel such as TikTok or even the Facebook. And after we have the basic component of the homepage, we need to decide like more to be more aesthetic, to give the strong impression to the visitor, and some tips that help your homepage to be more beautiful. First one is the image. You must use the high quality image. Let's say that if you enter some website and they use some low quality image, it might destroy some impression to the customer. Also, image should add emotion, break monotony, or even support the message that you're going to communicate to the visitor. Also, you need to decide the layout of the website to be easy to use. Text must be readable, big enough, or even use bold or italic text to highlight some important. And some clickable elements are obvious. Info is easy to find. That is a good good point of making the website. Minimal design. Don't try to use moving elements or pop-up ads. Sometimes pop-up ads might create some annoy to the visitor. And lastly, clarity. Some important info is prominent, and use some logical structure and links to some external links to link with your product. And here is the tips to make the good website homepage.
The next part is smartphone application development, and we have two materials on this. The first one is top mobile application development trends in 2019, and we'll start with the worldwide mobile app usage stats. So global mobile apps revenues are projected to generate a revenue of $188.9 billion via app stores and in-app advertising. And according to a region-specific revenue, in 2022, consumers in the USA are projected to spend over $34 billion on mobile apps via app stores. Now, these are the top 7 mobile application and software development trends for the year 2019. The first one is blockchain, which helps startups and business create their own blockchain-powered apps, smart contracts, and blockchain-based software solutions. Trends include recorded contracts and blockchain as a service, or BaaS. It also includes union of blockchain IoT that help improves the way app performs by speeding up transaction, reducing risk, and decreasing costs on your development project. The next one is artificial intelligence and machine learning. So most developers have tried deep learning and machine learning for building apps like Face App, Replica, Cortana, Siri, Google Assistant, and Iris. It can also give you valuable data and real-time analytics. Chatbot will play a more integral role in deployment of AI technology, and they will be more like virtual assistants that will make you feel like talking to a real person. Next is augmented reality and virtual reality. It incorporates the real-world experience, like Pokemon Go, which generated large revenue, millions of downloads, and millions of active users across the globe. That's why more companies are going to try and use AR and VR apps to drive the app downloads and revenues for their business. The fourth one is 5G technology. It is used to enhance functionality of the apps like data security, speed, 3D gaming, augmented reality, and adding new features to their mobile app. Developers should expect more users because 5G provides better and faster top-end speeds, ultra-low network latency, and improved responsiveness. The next one is instant apps. Instant apps are getting more popular because they help iOS and Android app developers achieve a better conversion rate. Apps like Hola, New York Times, Red Bull TV, and Skyscanner have benefited from instant apps. And they are smaller in size, do not require downloading, provide basic functionalities, deliver a great user experience, and do not consume extra space. So very small in size. Next one is mobile wallets. Customer will shift more towards commerce as technologies like blockchain and IoT are entering into the mobile payments and powering the mobile apps with more secure transaction options. Brands like Samsung is using mobile wallets to give their customers a more convenient and safe platform for money transaction and bill payments. And Apple Pay in iOS 11 is the best way of making digital transaction for the peer-to-peer money payment system in 2019. And then last but not least, Internet of Things. It helps developers create intuitive platforms to control different non-IT equipment via apps. Big platforms like Android Ubidots, Sifely, and ThingWorks help improve the user experience, support optimization, and help build new revenue channels.
Hello guys, next I'll be talking about what is mobile application development. Mobile application development involves around creating software that runs on mobile apps. The process includes building installable software bundles like code, binaries, and assets. Apps must be tested on actual target devices to ensure proper performance. Next is mobile applications and device platform. The two main mobile platforms are iOS, Apple, and Android, Google, and also many other phone brands. Each platform uses different tools and software kits, so developers build apps differently for iOS and Android. Jumping into the alternatives for building mobile apps, there are four main mobile app approaches, which includes native, cross-platform, hybrid, and also progressive web apps or PWAs. Native apps run directly on iOS or Android. Cross-platform apps compile to native. Hybrid apps uses web technologies inside a container, and progressive web apps are websites that behave like apps without installations. Next is the pros and cons. One pros is that one coded base for multiple platforms. It works on webs and mobiles. It uses web dev skills that directs access to device APIs. It's easy to build and maintain, and no installation required or needed. The cons are that it can be costly to build and maintain. It depends on bridges for native features, lower performance than native apps, its limited native features support, and performance limits from bridging, which depends on browsers and capabilities. Next is comparing native versus hybrid applications. The key differences is that native platforms are more specific. It uses compiled languages, direct access to device hardware, and also uses platform frameworks. For a hybrid approach application, it uses cross-platform, uses scripting, compiled mix, access hardware via plugins, and uses web frameworks. How hybrid cross-platform works: it uses wrap web code or HTML or CSS, JS in a native like container or PWA, uses cross-platform frameworks which provide native components or compiled to native code. Why choose hybrid cross-platform? It solves native skills shortage and hiring challenges. It uses common web skills for faster and cheaper development. Next is the mobile application development cycle. There are two core components of mobile apps, which are front end and back end. The mobile app front end is a visual and interactive part of the app. It resides on the mobile device. It's represented by an icon on the home screen or app catalog, can be downloaded from app stores, can be side-loaded directly onto the devices. It's accessible via browser for PWAs. It handles user interactions and display content. For mobile app backend, it supports the front end with services and data. It runs on servers or cloud platforms. It manages storage, logic, and communication with the app. Lastly, it ensures smooth app functionality and performance. And the last one is mobile application services. The purpose is to use cloud or third-party services to make app development faster and easier. The platform choice is to pick environment that let you quickly integrate common features without coding everything from search. The essential services includes users management, engagement tools, testing, data handling, app logic, and AI smart features.